Hello, this is Cat's Diamond Painting. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've joined me here before. I am beyond excited today to be bringing you my very first ever sneak peek for Diamond Art Club. This is Floyd the Fabulous Fish Whisperer. I say sneak peek, Floyd actually took his time winging it over the Atlantic to me, so this is coming out a little late and this is going to be a first look. But regardless, I'm really excited to take a look at this painting with you today. Richard Lorenz is the artist, and he is genuinely one of my favourite artists that Diamond Art Club offers, and I know he's really popular with a lot of other people too. I did Family Circus, which was his first release with Diamond Art Club. Still one of my favourite paintings I have ever done. And yeah, there's been several others, and this one I think is really cool one. Very important to note before I go any further, this painting came out this Saturday just gone, which was I think the 11th of March. It's currently Wednesday. I checked, and as of this morning this painting is still in stock. But it is a limited edition, which means that when it has sold out, Diamond Art Club will not be restocking this painting. So if you like the look of this painting, do not hang around, because once it's sold out, it will be gone. Okay, let's take a look. So what do we actually have here? This painting is going to be a square diamond kit. We know this because of this little panel here, which says square diamonds and also has the blue square logo. Taking a look at the rest of the box, we have on the back here a little how it works section and also the kit content. So that tells you what to expect if this is your first ever Diamond Art Club painting. So let's take a look inside. I also, in preparation for doing this, was looking up some information on Richard Lorenz today, the artist, as I say. So it's really interesting to hear about him, actually. So his bird paintings, they're so fun and colourful and quirky. And apparently he describes his style as whimsical be-realism, which I really love. And I also really like the message that he's trying to impart through his artwork. It says on the Diamond Art Club website that basically every bird he creates is unique, and they're all really different, and that's supposed to represent how we're all unique, and I like that. Right. So when you open a Diamond Art Club pack, you will have 3 separate things in there. The first one is this little sticker. You always get one of these, and it just reminds us of the details of the painting, and you can use that for whatever you want. Personally, I stick them to the side of my box because that just helps me the way I store them. And actually, because I haven't mentioned this so far, it says here that the diamond painting is 50.8 centimetres by 68.7 centimetres. So that's a kind of medium-sized painting in the Diamond Art Club genre of things. Right, I'm going to put that on the box. Absolutely love this painting. I can't wait to work on it. So let's take a look at the toolkit. Diamond Art Club revamped their toolkits probably around a year or so ago now. If you buy a painting that's been in stock for a really long time, you may still get their older toolkit, which has everything you need. But the newer toolkits just have a few extras, which are a really nice touch. So on the back, it says here all the things that we've got, but let's take a look at what they are. So, I always manage to spill everything everywhere. So we get a tray. This is a bit larger than some of the trays that you get with some companies, so that's really nice. They recently changed them to these white trays. Sometimes you'll get a sort of see-through one with glittery bits. Either way, they're a good solid tray. And they will come with a stopper. Sometimes people don't know quite what this little random bit of plastic is in their toolkit. It's a stopper for your tray, so you can put that in there, and when you're shaking diamonds around, just helps to remove the chance they're all going to hop right out of there. We get a little roll of baggies. These are really useful either when you're kitting up, if that's the way you like to do it, or I use them a lot when I'm kitting down. We have a pair of branded tweezers because this is a square painting. You don't get these if you buy a round painting with Diamond Art Club, but they will come with any squares. They tend to be very sharp and pointy, so just watch out with those. You get a pen and matching squishy. The colour of these will vary, so you won't necessarily get the same one if you buy this kit. We get some washi tape. Oh, I like that one. Again, the washi tape will vary. You will get a different one, most likely. We get a little caddy. Oh, I've opened that upside down. A little caddy with 2 plates of heart-shaped wax. This is a really decent quality pink wax. I find it works very well. I frequently use it in my multi-placer and single placer. It does have a little plastic covering, so just make sure that you are taking that off before you use this. Can't actually peel it off. There we are. Otherwise you won't be able to get it out. And then we have 2 multi-placers. We get a 4-placer and a 7-placer. These are the nice thin ones, which I personally find very helpful, and I use these a lot. One thing I noticed looking at these, the 4-placer there just has a little bit of extra plastic sticking up. That will sometimes happen. Manufacturing glitches happen. If you get that, just get a nail file and file that down, and you'll find you can get it nice and smooth again. And lastly, my favourite item in the toolkit is a cover minder, and this is a new one. I haven't had this one before. It's really sweet. So a cover minder will be a little object. It could be anything really, and these do vary again. You'll get different ones in most kits. It's got a magnet on the back, and what this is designed to do is to hold the plastic cover of your painting out of your way so that it doesn't cause you any problems while you are diamond painting. So you take this little magnet off and put it at the back of your painting. You put this one over the plastic cover when you've pulled it out of the way of your diamond painting area, connect them through the canvas, and it just keeps everything neat and organized for you. Okay, let's put these away. Now let's look at the diamond painting. So Diamond Art Club paintings come in this branded dust cover, which is a nice way to store your paintings just to make sure they stay clean. And we have here the lovely tarpaulin soft-backed canvas that Diamond Art Club is known for. Always like to give that a little stroke. Right, I'm gonna tip my innards out. Oh, there they are. And fold this back on itself so we can take a little look. So Diamond Art Club uses poured glue for their canvases. You can tell this because of the clear plastic cover. And what that means is that this particular kind of glue is very malleable, very flexible. I've somehow already managed to get a hair on the back of this. And you can fold it back on itself like this without doing any damage to the canvas. So it's just a nice way to easily flatten it out. You can also just leave Diamond Art Club paintings and they will self-flatten with a little bit of time and patience. That is not something that I possess. So we're just going to take the quick option. And here he is. Right, let me just move this so you can see the whole thing. But don't worry, I will look at it much closer and pan over it a bit later on. So, isn't he so much fun? I've got a few of Richard Lorenz's birds, and I really love the bright, colourful ones in particular. And I think one of the things that particularly draws me to this one is the background, because one thing that they do quite often have is a sort of beige, brown, neutral tones background, which is really cool and really works in the paintings because then you have bright colours in the bird and they pop against it. But blue is my favourite colour, so that particularly appeals to me about this one. I love him. So I'll just draw your attention to a few features of the canvas before we go any further. We have Diamond Art Club's branding at the top, do what makes you sparkle. We have, as well as the canvas being soft and malleable, as I mentioned before, we also have this serged edge, and that means that you won't find any fraying on this canvas. I've never had an issue with fraying with a Diamond Art Club canvas. We have a key on the side, or legend, whatever you want to call that, with all of the colours. And we have that repeated on this side so that you can see it at lots of different angles if you're working on different sections of your painting. And then at the bottom here, we have the details. We have a reminder of the artist's name because it is legally licensed to the artist. Diamond Art Club only offers paintings where they've legally licensed the artwork. And that means that they have the right to use the artist's work and that the artist will be paid for the use of their work. Little picture again there. And we have as well a discount code at the bottom here, socials for Diamond Art Club. And in this bottom right hand corner, we've got the lifetime warranty. So if you have purchased your canvas directly from Diamond Art Club, you have a lifetime warranty, which means whenever you get around to working on this painting, even if it sits in your stash for a long time, if you find you have problems with it, Diamond Art Club will make that right. That includes things like missing diamonds as well, if you run short or, yeah. So, what else do we have in here? We have a thank you for your purchase booklet. This is particularly helpful if this is your first diamond painting or your first Diamond Art Club, because we have some really useful tips and tricks in here. So we get in several different languages a what's included guide. This page here is a tips and tricks and another discount code. It also explains some terminology, which is really helpful. In here we've got a link with a QR code to a step-by-step video for instructions and an invitation to join the VIP Facebook group. If you have purchased your canvas directly from Diamond Art Club, you can join this group. If your email name and Facebook name vary at all, you might just need to drop an email to customer service to make sure that they know that you are you. And that's a really big helpful community full of people who are fans of Diamond Art Club work, displaying their work, helping each other with tips and tricks. So do check that out. And here we've got some more step-by-step instructions. And I believe on the back we also have, so there's also a mention of the app. So Diamond Art Club has an app that you can order from as well. And there is a 20% off discount code available when you make your first purchase through the app. So some really helpful stuff in there. We have our beautiful pack of drills. This will be labelled so that if you do prefer to store your canvases separately to your drills, maybe to make better use of your space, you'll be able to link these up. You can see the colours in there. Lots and lots of blues. I really, really like the colour palette of this. We'll take a closer look at those in a moment. And here is our sticker sheet. So, Diamond Art Club offers pre-cut stickers that are perfect for going on your storage pots for all of their paintings. On the left-hand side of this is also a sticker. So this is perfect for example, if you keep a logbook, you've got a section for your start date and end date, a reminder of the details of the painting, and a lovely big sticker of the artwork. And this side, I can see we've got 65 colours. Oh, ecru. I've never actually had that one before. I knew of this colour because I used to work at a craft shop when I was like 18, and we'd sell things like cross stitches and flosses and stuff. Yeah, and I always found it odd how this one colour is just called ecru rather than given a DMC code. But anyway, by the by. So we've got 65 colours. And looking up at the top here, we can see that 3 of them are AB drills, which stands for Aurora Borealis drills. And what that means is a drill that's got an extra special coating on it. It will reflect light more, it will just glint and glisten and just give you highlights within the painting. I can tell that there are 3 of those because with Diamond Art Club, they have a DMC code of under 150. So we've got a red one, a yellow one, and a white one. So we'll take a look at those in a bit when I go through the drills, but I just think this is a really nice selection of colours. Lots and lots of blues, as is obvious from the artwork, and a few more neutral tones in there, but then some bright pops of colour as well standing out. I love this little range of DMCs, the 740 to 743. They're really nice, bright, sunshiny colours that I always enjoy working with. So let's take a look at the drills. If I can find my way in. Aha! Okay, so Diamond Art Club arranges their drills a little bit differently to some companies. You might think it's a bit random as we're going through it because they're not in DMC colour order. What they do is they organise them by the size of the bag. So I find it really good, for instance, if you have storage pots that vary in size, you can work up through the small bags to the bigger bags or vice versa, and it just helps you manage your storage. So let's take a look at this big strip. So we have here a nice dark blue. I love these oranges, as I mentioned. That's a nice sort of almost pale khaki green. And then a fair amount of this colour. We've got some more neutral shades. And here is our first AB. So if you weren't sure what I meant when I talked about AB drills, it looks like this. Can you see that extra special coating just catching the light there? This one, 141, is a very common one in Diamond Art Club's paintings, and it just works so well to add accents into a painting. I bet you anything we're going to find some of those in his wings and in his feathers when we look at the painting later. 310 is black. We've only got 2 bags of that, and they're not too fat, so not too much 310 for the people that aren't a fan. The colours have a kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of these are sort of slightly more muted tones. I bet some of those will be more background colours because that's really typical for Richard Lorenz paintings. Now, 995, we have 4 bags of 995. So this is obviously going to feature pretty heavily in that blue background. And here we have another shade of blue, a nice sort of dark teal there. I do like teal. Another lovely orange. Here's a crew. Not sure why that excites me, but hey, it takes all sorts. Some browns, another teal type colour, and another nice blue there. I can see a bit of static in this bag, and in fact, a few of these bags do have a little bit of static. That's fine, I can handle that when I'm kitting up, but just something to watch out for. And right, on to the smaller bags. So this is a lovely sort of pale lilac colour. I like that a lot. Nice greens. And here is our yellow AB. A lovely bright sort of canary yellow, I think you could describe that as. Really nice. Some dark browns. Oh, more lilac or violet. I don't know. What would you call that? Browns and oranges. Nice dark blue there. This is a very common colour to find in paintings that I work with a lot. And yeah, lots and lots of blues and teals and greens that I can imagine are going to be sort of blending into each other in the shading in various areas of the painting. And our last strip of drills. Okay, so just a little bit in these ones. These are quite small bags of drills. So we've got some red, some nice yellow, more browny colours. Another nice teal. Oh, some nice purples. I do like purple. This one in particular is a really nice shade, 550. More bright oranges. And here's our last AB, this red one here. And a yellow to finish. So kind of not quite as many different shades of blue as maybe I thought looking at it. I mean, there's a lot, aren't there? But just a lot of certain ones. Right, I'm going to set those drills aside now and pan over this canvas so that you can see it all a bit more up close. of my thoughts after looking at this canvas a bit closer. It shouldn't take too long to work up. What you're going to find with paintings like this is a good mixture of confetti and colour blocking. What I mean by that is confetti is where you are changing the colour that you're working with regularly. And you do see small sections here, like in here around his eye and a bit further down around the fish. There's going to be quite a lot of colour changing. That's what we call confetti. Colour blocking is the opposite of that. That's where we've got a big block of one colour. And I would say there is more colour blocking in this painting than confetti. You've got all around the outsides, and even within this sort of the more detailed sections, there are still chunks of some of these drill colours. And then way up at the top here, you've got loads of blue colour blocking in the sky, and the wings as well. That's quite a large stretch of you know, mainly just blocks of colour where you can get out your multiplacer if that's what you do, or checkerboard, or however you like to work those. So it's not going to take too long to do. The painting is Floyd the Fabulous Fish Whisperer. So obviously we have our fish, and in true Richard Lorenz style, they're obviously, what's the word I'm looking for? They're unique. So they have these giant eyes on the top of their heads and these big lips. They're really cool. And they seem to have wings, don't they? Yeah, so the fish have got wings just like the bird. Obviously, of course they do. The bird is a cockatoo, I believe, from the description. I don't think we've had one of those in one of his paintings before, so that's going to be cool. I love, love, love the bright colours in this section. This is going to be really fun, and it's going to totally pop out. And just like I thought, on here, the code for the white AB is this dot, and you can see loads of that in Floyd himself. So on the edge of the wing where it's catching the light, and all around his face. So that's going to be really set off nicely by those ABs. Just check in for where the other ABs are. So we have our red one here, and I can see that through this strip here, what is that strip? It's like a sort of ribbon coming through. Okay, cool. So that's gonna glisten. And then just little patches here and there amongst the fish. And then the symbol 2, which is the yellow AB, we've got quite a lot of that in his wonderful suit. So I don't think this is going to be a painting with tons of ABs, which may or may not be a good thing depending on your perspective. Personally, I quite like that. I like them being accents. If you want to add more ABs in, of course, you can always customize for yourself anyway. So maybe potentially a good one for people who don't like to work with ABs as much. So there he is, Floyd the Fabulous, and he really, really is fabulous. Absolutely in love with this painting. I really, really am. And thank you again so much to Diamond Art Club for sending this over to me to show to you. Just want to remind you again, this is limited edition. Once it goes, it's gone. So if you do want to check it out, don't wait around. Thank you very much for joining me here today, and I will see you again soon. Bye.